Hello, Tapioca Hearts here, signing in. Welcome back to Heaven Will Be Mine. Um, Last time, honestly, I just kind of floundered and faffed about like the entire episode, and just completely redid a mission that I had already done and didn't realize that regardless of which, um, regardless of which action I favor, I suppose, it's just going to end up in the same dialogue anyways. It's really more, it's not determinant of how the mission will go and what dialogue will occur. Picking whichever option is entirely just, oh, like what is my alignment going to be? At least that's my understanding from the spoiler free guides that I looked up. That's kind of just the understanding that I have of the game now. That's what I'm gonna rock with going forward. If that's not the case and I mess things up, I apologize. But I'm playing like I'm playing the game to see as much as I can, and in order to see as much as I can in as many, I guess, scenarios as I can, the best thing for me to do to get to the new content faster is to just skip through the old missions. If you want to like see them to refresh your memory, you can just look at the old episodes in the Let's Play, I guess. But that's what I'm going to be doing. So again, I apologize if that doesn't work, but that's what we're doing. So this time, I won't have to worry about that because we have a Luna-Terra and Pluto mission, which is a dynamic that I have not encountered yet, and I'm very excited to dive into it. But first, I am going to check out the comms and the mail alerts, as always. First up, comms. Hi, Mars, my best friend Mars. I wish you didn't have to do this. But I love chatting with you, Mars. Especially about your latest sordid affairs. Well, thanks. Wait, that's not what I meant. I love how I love how flustered Mars gets. It's fantastic. And sordid. Dramatic, tempestuous, explosive even. I'd imagine Pluto like just has a very solid understanding of people's psychological makeup, I would say, based on like her ability to like include them in her psychological, not psychological, I guess, but like neurological connection with them, you know? Anyways, now problematic. No. Tumultuous. That's sexy at least. But that's still bad. I wonder what's going on with Mars. Honestly, I do not remember if Mercury's partner that he mentioned a few times was Mars or not. I do not remember. Unfortunately, I apologize. How would you describe them, though? Not like that. Intense or something. The last one was really good until the end. Aww. Should I be more generous? Well, it'd be nice. But you're not very good at relationships. Kill me. It's kind of cute. I do wonder if Pluto has been with Mars before and is like they have a friendly relationship still, and so she's just teasing them. You love people so much that you forget about them completely. Oh god, wait, why am I Mars? Your honesty really hurts sometimes, you know. You fall for glittering faraway girls, but what you really need is someone who doesn't put up with you. There's got to be someone, somewhere, who won't let you get away with anything. I believe in you. This feels like a threat more than a supportive message, honestly. I'm trying to save the world. I don't really have time for this. But you're not too busy to keep flirting? Pluto, God. Oh my god, Pluto. Even she does the whole sorry, VV thing. Sorry, VV. No mercy for you. Ah, it's out of love. I love them. Oh my goodness, this dynamic is already everything to me. One day you're going to be as good as treating girls as you are at piloting. Don't don't twist the knife. I get the feeling that Mars uh wants to be maybe a little bit better at treating girls than piloting. Although they do seem to want to like actually like put their piloting to good use, you know. Regardless. Sorry, heart heart heart. It's fine. I know I'm not right at it. Hey, you did that thing again. Excuse me? What thing? You know, that thing. That thing. What's that thing? Pluto's looking at them like, hey, what's that thing? Well, you changed the topic. And I forget what I wanted to talk to you about in the first place. Oh no! That's right, this did just kind of turn into a teasing session, but Mars actually did start out wanting to talk about something. I wonder, I'm so excited to get to know them. I kind of immediately love them. I can't justify or explain it, but they're just fantastic to me. Like already. I want to know more about them. I know plenty about Pluto at this point. I do know quite a lot about her. But I have the opportunity to learn more, which I'm excited about. So you don't have to answer, except I have a chat log and I can scroll back and see. It's sweet you wish I didn't have to fight. You do remember. You remember better than I do. Why don't we leave it at that, okay? Why? Because there's nothing we can do about it. Yeah, you have to fight in order to be understood, after all. In order to connect with others, you have to put your full self out there, your full ship self. I've been over this. I've said this probably 100 times in the Let's Play. We could find a way. I don't want you to do this if you don't have to. Chat? Yeah, like literally, it's a chat. No, I mean fight. Ah, you just did it again. Oh, and there we go. We're out of it. All right, email time. Goodness, I love the comms. Actually, it's a really great feature that this game added. Like, I guess we know the devil couldn't do comms, but this is just a really great feature. I love seeing the dynamics between like the pilots and their command center operatives, so to speak. Saturn and Mercury were great. They had a wonderful flirtmance going on, and now Pluto's just teasing Mars into oblivion, which seems to be their shtick, and it's so cute. But yes, emails. Subject: regarding Mecha 2, Croon Macula. Origin ship self-development documentation. Author: Operations Decommission Chair Europa. Origin ship self-development documentation. Author: Operations Decommission Chair Europa. Yeah, I already said that. I don't know why I said it twice. It was commissioned before it had a pilot, before the technology for piloting it had been developed, before the technology for its workings had been developed. I think we recognized that the construction was an act of faith. Nix's directive was to create the sort of self that we wished to see. I think, of course, that was the moment that it was clear to me that Nix was fighting for what she believed humans could be, but not who humans were. And isn't that the best thing you can be, is what you believe you can be? I think at the time I didn't understand the difference, or what Nix might not consider important because of her tendency to think this way. Many of the functions of the Croon Macula have not been invented yet. It is limitlessly expandable. Oh my goodness. So the Croon Macula is it really is like the ultimate ship self. It is the patient zero of sorts, of potential. It's the wild card. I have, of course, requested for it to be decommissioned, but I believe ultimately you'll want to scrap it. If this committee has indeed found nothing in space worth salvaging, I would have to wonder about the committee's intentions and their curiosity towards this last fragment. The end results of the Croon Macula's functions are indistinguishable from Nyx's dream, though there's no briefing I can provide that will be more comprehensive than the ones you received from Nyx herself. I can only speculate on which she has or has not been able to implement successfully. As terrifying as the Croon Macula is, the pilot Dr. Nyx has found for it is more terrifying by far. They might find a way to make it move even yet. Y'all, they're so scared of Pluto's vibes. They're so scared of Pluto just getting to live her best life and make her mark on the universe. Her ability to become a star, really, as we've seen. Her ability to make her true self and the true self of the girls in space known to everyone, even those on Earth, and to give them an opportunity to achieve it for themselves. They're worried about it. They're worried about it because maybe, just maybe, they wish they could have been the ones to have it. Or they just don't like it and they think it's scary and uncontrollable. And they want to control everything because they are awful. Regardless. Subject: Tidal Theory and Celestial Mechanics. Origin: General Information Record Pull. Author: Director of Celestial Mechanics, Japetus. Oh my goodness, this is a long one. I'm gonna take some water. Let us begin with imagining an inert theoretical mass of water. Oh, of matter. Where did I get water? I just drank water. That's where I got water. Equivalent physically in all ways to the third body in this solar system, a theoretical planet Terra, absent of human culture. How would we model the physical properties of such a planet where Jungian Newtonian models do not apply? Oh, I guess I should be reading this in Japetus's voice. The soft science of celestial mechanics is not purely a thought exercise, but an inquiry into what, if any, default physical properties would exist in the universe without the influence of culture. Because of its potential application in space colonization, or its use in modeling the physics of foreign celestial bodies, and the utility of the concept of Terra in the philosophical hard sciences for more precisely defining Earth as the lands of human dominion rather than a specific physical body. Celestial mechanics has been integrated as a branch of contemporary metacultural general relativity. That is so much word salad, dude. And for what? For you to, like, be a. Oh, I don't even know what a good label would be for him. To be a, like, overbearing jerk who, like, takes advantage of everyone you can and keeps them nice and sheltered. The moment they step outside of your control and decide to stay where you've put them and traumatize them, you, like, want to pull them back and say, like, oh no, no, it's okay. Like, ugh, I hate Japetus. Hate this guy. Anyways, what would it be like to imagine a world in which humans have one-to-one dominion over real phenomena? In such a world, we might think of gravity in multiple senses, since the agency of humanity over time since the agency of humanity over each other mentally, spiritually, and culturally would not be the same as physically. The conversion of matter into energy and energy into culture and culture back to matter again is complicated by distortions caused by culture's ability to arbitrarily set conversion parameters. This is caused not because of power of human gravity, but actually by its weakness and incompleteness. In a theoretical universe in which humanity has full dominion over the physical universe, the influence of culture would be a one-to-one constant, and the physical universe would abide by inflexible, fundamental laws. In such a world, we would have to separate fields of study that involve metaphors from ones that describe worldly phenomenon, because our world would be objectively determined. While humans would be able to disagree and defy each other, they would ascribe to an inflexible, perfect system as decided by humanity. Hmm. Don't like what you're saying, Japetus. Not a fan of it. Not a fan of it at all. Separate parameters. Inflexible fundamental laws. Humans would be able to disagree. They would also ascribe to perfect system as decided by humanity. Maybe individual people should get to decide for themselves. I don't know. But I don't like what Japanese is cooking, and I do like the individual freedom that the girls of space put forward. The worst girls, as they are carrying on the legacy of. Regardless, that's the emails and the comms. Red, let's dive into the mission. I'm so ready for this. Retrograde in retrograde. Chasing after the string of pearls, Luna-Terra and Pluto find each other instead. It's been almost a year since they last saw each other, and Luna-Terra has never seen Pluto like this. Are you ready to spin backwards? Launch. Mars, are you okay? You look like someone punched you in the face. What happened? I mean, yeah, they have the, little bandage on their nose, but they've had that since, we met them. Hmm. Someone punched me in the face. Very blunt. Very accurate. It's been so long since you got in a fight with the flight crew. Say that 5 times fast. Got in a fight with the flight crew. Got in a fight with the flight crew. Okay, it's not that hard. It feels a little nostalgic. I'm fine, by the way. But I think Pluto figured that they were fine. But also, this too, the teasing. People who start fights don't get sympathy. Pluto, you start fights all the time, girl. Is this some self-deprecation going on? They started it when they wouldn't let me fly. I love them. I love their expressions. And who threw the first punch exactly? That part doesn't matter. If they don't let me go, then you'll have to fight that traitor all by yourself? Shit. Oh? Why didn't I feel it earlier? Of course she's here. It wasn't that I wasn't going to tell you. Memorial Foundation also knows about the prototype, and they sent their ace to get it. They're both looking for Saturn. That's right. They're both looking for Saturn, and they ran into each other. And now they get to hang out. Oh, but there's history between them clearly because Mars didn't want to tell Pluto, and Pluto, didn't recognize the signal immediately, but she feels as though she should have been able to. Meaning that they were close enough where she would be familiar with the signal. No, I understand. You were so excited, you just had to run out and see her, huh? You got that right. Run out and punch that traitor Luna-Terra in the face as hard as I can. Did Luna-Terra betray Cradle's Graces? I swear I thought she betrayed Memorial Foundation. I don't know. Maybe she betrayed Memorial Foundation back when they were all working for Memorial Foundation. Aww. She's the worst. After pretending that she was going to fight for the colonies, even after Earth abandoned us and demanded we come home, she double-crossed us. I guess she did betray Cradle's Graces. Oh shit, this is gonna be spicy then. We were going to do this together. I've missed punching that insufferably smug face for a year. It's finally time to show her that we are not going to forgive her for betraying us at the worst moment, leaving us alone, barely able to keep fighting as Cradle's Graces. It's not like we ever needed her, and I know. I miss her too. Aww. Yeah, that's just cutting straight to the heart of the matter. They miss her because they liked her. I mean, we know Pluto loves Luna-Terra. Pluto cares about Luna-Terra a lot and loves her. And I think we'll get to see more of that in this run. Are you not listening to me? I've been listening to the two of you say the same things about each other for a really long time, and it doesn't sound any different. It is nothing like it was before. I am not playing games. When we were in the academy, you were always chasing after her. You'd swing the first punch and she'd laugh and you two would fight and then you'd make out and then you'd do it all over again. Oh my goodness. The hate making out in this game is stellar. It's a journey to be had. And I want all of the characters to do it simultaneously together in bed, kissing. I mean, what? That's the happily ever after. I wanna. Oh my goodness, excuse me. I want to look up at the night sky and see like two nebulae just absolutely kissing, having a good time. That's what we all need in life, isn't it? And then going up to join them. Anyways, enough of all that. That's so cute, though. I miss that so much, but if you go after her, it'll happen just like that, all over again. This music is so somber, too. Ugh. Stop talking about me like I'm that predictable. It's different now. Orders are orders for a reason, you know. I'm still not okay with it. They're making you use that terrifying machine. It's way too dangerous. I'm sorry, I really am. But Mars, if it makes you feel any better... What? You're breaking up? Oh, I'm sorry, who are we breaking up with? I can't wait to fight her. I love her, understand her, and forgive her. But I'm still mad. Yeah, that's Pluto to a T. How come you both get to have all the fun? Who wants to stay at home while you two get to fight and make out? Oh, are we gonna get to have some kissing in this mission? Oh, please tell me we get to have some kissing in this mission. You don't know how scary this machine is, Mars. And it's so much less scary than me. Yup. It keeps coming through. Pluto is the most terrifying and the most beautiful character in this game, honestly. That isn't to say Luna-Terra and Saturn aren't both very nice looking. But like I more so mean in a like her essence, she is the most beautiful in a fashion, I would say. I don't want you to see me like that. But I really, really want Luna-Terra to see. Here we go. Pluto, you cut out for a second there. What did you say? I said tough luck. It's my time to shine now. Oh dear. Having fun with it. Because like realistically, Pluto is someone who's very willing to like reach out to people and understand them regardless of how they've harmed her. But she's also someone who likes to have fun and likes to tease and likes to domineer over people, so to speak. I am very excited to see what domineering over Luna-Terra looks like. And I like that she's kind of like taking that for herself instead of letting Mars have it again. Like waking up underwater to the wet burn of your lungs' desperation for air. Like floating untethered in space, unable to move under your own power. Losing the security of gravity is like being naked in space. I mean, honestly, that's probably going to happen at some point in this game. Gravity is unnecessary for human life in space. Gravity is necessary for. Oh, wait, I said unnecessary. Necessary for human life in space. Gravity is necessary for unrestricted movement in space. Can't have one without the other. The force that binds your existence together. The force to shape foreign bodies. Pure agency. Gravity is necessary not just to live in space, but to be human in space. What if we become less than human, though? But being human is a little harder for Pluto, so she has to work for it. The tidal forces of her spacefaring body, the Croon macula, are as strong as she believes and as weak as she feels. It's because Pluto, just like Saturn and Luna-Terra, is a little less than human. But so much more at the same time. And also, just as human. And Luna-Terra needs to make sure all the calculations are in order. Everything in her ship operates manually. She's just been at it long enough that it feels like a second skin. The jolt of nostalgia interrupts Luna-Terra's mental math. She forgets to carry the one. It interrupts Pluto's focus, and she has a moment where she's not invincible. Oh, these two are just gonna end up in the soup together, aren't they? They're just gonna end up in a situation for both making a mistake, being distracted by each other. Close enough to touch the surface of the moon lab, Luna-Terra is seen and known by Pluto, and they are suddenly falling down the well of too late and nothing you can do. Here we go. I knew it. Warning, gravitational interference. It's important to get a grip. Knowing that there's nothing you can do is something Pluto considers freeing, and Luna-Terra considers exciting. Feeling doomed is clear permission to do whatever. Yeah, an animal backed into the corner, you have no choice but to do whatever you can. Whatever you need to. When you're at the end of the world and you have nothing left to lose, you may as well do whatever you want. As soon as Mercurium is through the cloud cover, she fires solid light into the remains of the Celestial Mechanics lab and chases it through the wound. The lab was recently damaged by the illegal launch of a hijacked ship. High string of pearls. But that damage is barely noticeable compared to the massive hole left by a much, much larger ship crashing through. Luna-Terra acts fast under pressure. If there's no point in hiding, there's no point in stopping. It's true. Luna-Terra is living on the whim of Croon macula, which can probably do whatever to her at any time. If she can't run away, she wants to make the first move. I mean, isn't that what domination is all about? Doing whatever at any moment? Maybe Luna-Terra is not a switch at all. Maybe she's just anyways, moving on. It's the sort of thing that makes a lot of sense if you think about it, and no sense at all if you think a little more. But that's Luna-Terra, isn't it? She's betting you'll think too much or not enough. You gotta think just the right amount to figure out what her motives are, figure out what's going on in that skull of hers. Honestly, I'm having trouble figuring that out myself. I don't quite have a good read of her. Against Pluto, is that really such a good idea? She's someone who always thinks just enough. Which makes it easy for Luna-Terra to slip through, deep into the lab, until it gets quiet except for the sounds of the moon quaking and trembling. After almost a year, The dread and the thrill is way too much to slow down and start talking. That's what the arrow flying into Pluto's gravity well is saying. Oh boy, who will make the first move? Who's gonna take charge of this dance? Their first dance in a year, their first fight in a year, their first conversation in a year. Who's gonna take the lead? Probably Pluto, if I had to guess. To figure each other out. See what's new. When Luna-Terra punctures the last armor layer and opens up the terminal cavern, light spills out and screaming sound because the Quarrel macula is peeling the lab and most of the moon inside out with the forces of its own tides. Oh my goodness, what a mental image. Oh, that is wild. It's like peeling an orange. It's not something that's impossible or anything. It's just something that's only possible in theory, which is still terrifying. More terrifying, actually. And more terrifying than that is Pluto's finesse. She's a really good orange peeler, I'd bet. She's probably really good with her fingers. I mean, what? And more terrifying than the finesse is her gentleness. Well, exactly, what did I just say? Spooling matter like threads in the tiny galaxy of which she is the sun. Listen, I'm sorry guys for the innuendos, but we know what we're here for. It's not my fault. It's not me. It's the game. But also, it's my fault. Maybe I should cool off on those just a little bit. Her power is very kind, but it's also a little perverse. What meaning does mercy have from something that can core out a moon? You have to have the ability to cut anything and cut nothing with your sword. Wise wisdom from One Piece. To protect and destroy. Quarrel macula's developers compared it to a black hole. They wanted a machine so powerful and absolute even light couldn't escape it. Luna-Terra understands now that was wrong. She's a star, gushing and twinkling with matter and light. Who wouldn't be swept up in that? Yes, that is what I'm fucking saying. Pluto is a star. She's as beautiful and bright as the night sky itself and just as powerful. Oh my goodness. The Pluto playthrough is making me love her, honestly. More than I already did. The Mare Crisium is so small. Pluto has never seen it from a perspective like Quarrel macula's before. She never imagined it would look so fragile from here, like a toy version of the fierce fighter she remembered. Pluto's sense of scale is true. Luna-Terra feels just like a plastic toy, too. Oh. Oh. Okay. Come on, say something. It's making me sad. But Pluto would be the first one to say something. Oh, these two have history. Look at both of their faces. It really does fit you. So much more than I ever thought. I'm worried that some of my accents might be a little too samey. I'm sorry, y'all. First time doing a fully voice-acted Let's Play and all. Is it hard to look away? Girl, yes. Being able to render you speechless is the power I've always dreamed of. What do you think? I know just a look won't change your mind, but I want you to tell me. Tell you what, exactly? That I regret betraying you. I told you then that I always would. Oh, but then why'd you do it, girl? No, I won't let you do that, Lunati. Did you think I'd be mad? I mean, of course I'm mad at you, but not for anything you did to me. What she did to Mars, maybe? I wouldn't ever be mad at you for not having enough faith in me to see through Cradle's Grace's dream of a new home for humans in space. I'm just, oh, that would make sense. Not having you faith in yourself to see it through. Oh no. Oh, I think I might understand exactly what's going on in Luna-Terra's brain, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm just mad at you for not having enough faith in yourself to see it through. And leaving all the work to me. Oops, I guess that is why I'm a little upset with you. Not mad, you know? Uh, just disappointed then. I can't believe I'm the one still scolding you like a kid. I'm trying to be the grown-up, you know. I did the reasonable thing. I took the realistic option available. I'm here to play the part of the boring adult, the grown-up villain. Oh, that's right. I remembered why I actually am mad at you. You better not go down quietly. Excuse me? You better really believe what you just said. I'll forgive you if you left us for something stupid, but I'll never forgive you if you left us for something you don't believe in. And you better not believe in it, because I also won't forgive you for fighting for a future that cruel. Oh my god, we're heating up fucking immediately between these two. There is tension in the air and I'm swimming in it, drowning in it. That doesn't leave me a lot of options. I don't think I can fight against that. Don't you dare. I won't forgive that either. Were you hoping maybe that it wouldn't be like this? That I wouldn't have to fight? It'll change you. In ways you don't understand. I've seen you fight so many times. I saw... Oh! Are we gonna get the origin of the scar? I saw when you got that scar and your poor ship got her wound. Has anyone else seen that side of you as much as me? Oh, I need to get better at Luna-Terra's voice, I think. Ooh. I don't want it to be too similar to Mars's. I don't think so. Maybe I should make it more rugged instead of like polite. Not even Europa. Not even Europa. But it's different when you're on the other side. You think I don't really know you because I've never stared down the barrel of your rifle or felt that knife nick my ship? It's a different kind of knowing, I suppose. Teach me then. Or I'll teach you. Oh, here we go. Oh, which one to do? Luna-Terra gets schooled, or Pluno? Who the heck is Pluno? Or Pluto learns a lesson. I think I want to rock with Luna-Terra gets schooled, honestly. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. Now, the spoiler-free walkthrough I looked at did say to get like the Memorial Foundation ending as Pluto and to get the Cradle's Graces ending as Luna-Terra. I'm hoping that I have enough opportunities to like still like align with Memorial Foundation, even if I pick this outcome. But I really want to see Luna. I guess it's the same dialogue either way, right? So actually, it doesn't matter, huh? Then yeah, I'll pick Pluto learns a lesson, I guess. Honestly, it's just so difficult to understand with this game not having a flowchart. I'll pick Pluto learns a lesson. What's it gonna be, Luna T? Oh right, you never want to make the first move. Snipers are like that. Then I can go. Pluto sweeps up the swirling, tumbling matter in the hollowed-out moon. Making the second move has always worked for Luna-Terra. She's never been good at setting the pace, only outsmarting it. So it's the only move to make. They're like playing chess. Pluto's always white and Luna-Terra is always black. Even still, maybe there aren't any winning moves. Luna-Terra has to be ready for that possibility. The Croon Macula is a very impossible sort of machine, almost as impossible as Pluto. Croon Macula can grind spacetime to a crawl with its tidal forces. Croon Macula can pull ambient matter into a whirl with enough friction for the combustion to give birth to a star. No way, that's amazing. That's so sick. Oh my goodness, I love the mental images that this game provides, both in its world building and in its women, you know? Emotionally, and almost as much physically. Hello. A tiny sun is born, but Luna-Terra has just gotten out of the way. Luna-Terra isn't where Pluto is expecting, and then there's suddenly a hail of bullets in her skull. Pluto doesn't mind the onslaught, but it's still shocking, but not in an unpleasant way. It's actually very joyful. Oh my goodness, to understand one another through a fight like this again. Through the dance, through the fight. Really? Really? You're not just trying to scare me? For real? Not a joke? We're finally going to have a fight about it? Closure. The beautiful things that closure can do, even when it puts you in danger. Is this body so me that you finally aren't going to be weird about fighting it? Luna-Terra thinks Pluto could use a lesson in how terrifying actual combat can be. But is there anyone terrifying enough to teach it to her? I think you have the potential, Luna-Terra. I think you'll be fine, girl. Are you trying to hide from me? I've been waiting for a real fight. I'm tired of you telling me that you think I'm right. If you really thought that, you'd be here on my side. So prove I'm wrong already. Or admit defeat? Bullets through her arm and chest and pretty much everywhere, but that is not a problem. Tear the bullets, even if they're light, redirect them with gravity, pull them into a cosmic whirl. They will never reach her. Oh my goodness, she's like Gojo! Wait, yeah! They will be always approaching, never meeting. They will be an infinite whirl. She's literally Satoru Gojo. An infinite amount of space between her and anything approaching her. Literally. Oh my goodness. Didn't JJK start being published in 2018 too? Same time as this game? Y'all, I think Gege Atsumaki, that's his name, right? I think that he was a fan of Heaven Will Be Mine. Okay. Anyways. And that world will become a star, washing the Mercurium in heat and light and radiation. Gonna take one more drink of water? Ah, that's more like it. Not fast enough, Pluto. And then she runs Pluto through. It's not enough, but it hurts. It's serious. The brittle spear is of a cold and rational metal that repels cosmic concepts. Thank God. I was beginning to worry you didn't care about anything anymore. So here. Oh shit. Oh my goodness. The star supernovas. Croon Macula holds the star, and Croon Macula is the star. Luna-Terra almost doesn't get out of it. Her engines overheat, the electromagnetic current shorts her sensors, and her chassis is fried. I almost said fired. But she can move more than Pluto can, at least for long enough to get away. Uh-oh. But I'm still ahead of you. Now I know why everyone hates you so much. You're no fun to fight with at all. God damn, she's getting angry with this one. Why are you kidding? Like you fight fair. Now that I know what you're really like, I'm not going to accept anything less. I don't want to do that again. Well, too bad. Whose fault is that? Yeah, I know. I think I'm just not doing a good Luna-Terra voice. I apologize. I gotta find one that really sticks with her. But now that I've like done this kind of like slightly accented like voice, I feel like I just gotta stick with it. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Ever since the day Mars began, Mars has been doomed. No, there will never be a planet Mars. That's a name reserved for places where human life, gravity, and culture reign. I think we've read this exact thing before. I think yeah, it's the same as like the last episode. Well, the last episode, 2 episodes ago, where it's like the same like scriptures that were in the Saturn playthrough. Yeah. Yep. Enough humans can decide anything. It's morning on Aries. Finally have something alien in space. Day 3. All missions on Cronus orbit completed. Maiden flight and testing of Crew Macula is done. That was her first time using the damn thing, and she did all of that? Oh my goodness. Report received. Awaiting new directives. I'm heading back to Ares, of course. It's the home of Cradle's Graces, after all. We have to finish up the last touches on Crew Macula. And prepare for the last battle on Earth's moon. Oh, we're already talking about it in this one. Did it get brought up that early in Saturn's playthrough as well? The last battle on the moon? To secure the gravity well? Celestium mechanics will regroup and refuel there, and maybe we can nip them in the bud. And Memorial Foundation has been fighting us there since the conflict began, and maybe this time we can push them back. Send a message to everyone. Time to come home. That's right, because she's in charge, so she would be giving these orders and like planning for all this without like being under someone in the stage of command. So we can be ready for the journey. Ready for launch. Okay. 25% Memorial Foundation now, 12% Cradle's Graces. Lovely. Okay. Okay. I think I am. Yeah, I'm gonna read the what's it called, the comms and the mail alerts maybe. Um. Hmm. How long are these? Okay, they're not too long. Yeah, I'll read the comms and the mail alerts in this one. And then I will get to the rest of everything in the next one. Are you scared? Yeah, you? Yeah, but I'm excited too. I'm looking forward to what we could be. Hey, Pluto. How can you be sure? Sure about what? Sure about anything. Oh, honestly, Mars, I'm asking the same thing. Everything is so frustrating, pointless, doomed. No matter how hard I fight, it stays that way. So how can you be sure it's not going to be that way someday? You're the person I want to ask that. Because you fight every day like you're not thinking about those things. What's that supposed to mean? I've got to fight. That's what we have to do. Of course I still think about those things, even when I'm fighting. Sorry, Mars. Of course you do. I think Pluto understands that. But she's trying to wonder, like, how Mars is able to do that even when they're, like, fueled by that anxiety. Everyone has doubts like that. Even me then, right? I don't think Pluto does necessarily. And like maybe I have to read more before I theory craft. But it doesn't feel like you do. I mean, you make it seem like everything's going to be all right, but you just do what you have to without even worrying about it, without even worrying about whether it's right or not, or if it will come to anything or not. You're a genius, you know. You're smarter than me. I think Pluto and Mars have a very similar mentality of like you fight because you have to. You just have to. You just have to keep going. It's a good mentality to have. That's not true. I just have to stop thinking if I want to just do whatever it is that needs doing. I put myself on pause. Don't you? Maybe that's why I'm still so scared. Oh shit. Pluto doesn't put herself on pause ever. She's always thinking about people, always thinking about what she can do, and she's terrified. She's anxious. She's fueled by it, riddled by it. She needs to do something, anything to like get things done to improve the situation, to satiate her fear, maybe. All right. Subject: pilot interfacing, origin, direct message, author, Mars. Okay, well, so the very first thing you need to know about pilot interfacing is that it's the most important part of piloting. You don't really have to know any of this stuff, but since you asked, I'll give you the basic rundown. There are actually few ways it's useful to know, even if it's basically just to explain why no one can do anything to stop you because of the completely unfair bullshit you have. Seriously. Like, Grand Macula and by extension Pluto is like galaxy level in terms of like the power scale. I mean, fitting considering what happened to Pluto in the Celestial Mechanics ending. Any given ship's elf may have a variety of prescribed functions, you know. That's called the machine's intent. Oh, intents. Oh, we're bringing realmatic theory into it? It's not that the machine has consciousness, even if it seems like it does. It's just projection and inaccurate metaphor. Oh, but it's so cool, though, to think about. Even if you're using a made to order ship for you alone or customizing it for that purpose, you still have to bring your intentions in line with the crafts. That's what interfacing really means. That's why interfacing is the most important part of piloting, and why basically the only thing the R&D crews do is find better ways to reduce the lag. I see. That is emblematic of the fact that the ship's elves are representative of the mentalities of their pilots, and why they can connect with each other and have this link with each other as pilots and with their ship selves because they're so representative of their own morality and motives. Anyways, subject: White Void, origin: Tidal Mechanics Research Archives, author: Dr. Nix. The fearful power of it is evident, so much so that I hesitate to even criticize it. It is the nature of the tyrant theory that is fed by all things, including attempts to dismantle it. It can simply assimilate those theories and absolve itself of potential guilt and rhetorical weakness by assuming new forms, because it has no inherent premise that is not fungible. Not fungible! Not fungible tokens, none to be found in this game. But the impulse to make all else part of it. Far from expanding to incorporate diverse and contradictory ideas into itself, the theory would remove alternate quantum states until finding a solution that would incorporate perfectly in line with the unified culture theory. This is a necessary and inherent step because in order to prevent any given feature of such a theoretical culture to be subject to aversion, the gravitational pull of the culture must be so great that no information about it can escape. As the theory accumulates culture through culture mass energy conversion, its gravity would steadily begin to grow and its energy decrease until it began to continuously collapse into a single coordinate. Oh, terrifying. A singularity, you mean? Well, that's just absurd. Imagine crude macula being able to launch singularities at people. The universe would explode. And no distinguishing information would be able to escape. The interplay of variant states is necessary for culture to create and change, and this unified field culture would be unable to do so. It would only be able to assimilate and devour. Such a theory would not redefine hierarchy, but enshrine it forever. Excuse me? I lost my place. Oh, there it is. Um, Far from a compassionate future for humanity, it would necessitate the complete removal of human variance. All humanity and all existence would revolve around a singularity of the unified field culture. The tyrant theory, a white void, a single conqueror, thought at the center of the universe. That is like so awful. That is the opposite of what these girls want, I think, including Dr. Nex. That would be a really bad outcome for humanity to just be like collapsed in on itself like that, to be stuck in this one headspace, this one mentality, this like broken, like this broken world where everyone is just like united under the same awful like lack of freedom, lack of free will, lack of decision, lack of individual ambition. That would be hell, not heaven. Oh boy. Well, I will see more of heaven and earth and redo Saturn Pluto missions because I see Deep Dive right there and I remember that one. But Rift in the Earth is new. After her maiden voyage, Cradle's Graces is testing the finishing touches on the terrifying Croon Macula prototype. It's a chance for Luna-Terra to defeat their trump card, but will she close the rift between them instead, or only widen it deeper? Well, I'll see exactly what's going on there. And probably do both of these since I can skip right through Deep Dive. I will do all of that next time, and Heaven Will Be Mine. Thank you for watching. See you later.